It's Marieta. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. I want to talk about what to do if you're stuck overseas and you cannot come back to United States, especially if you're an investor or maybe you need to extend your visa, but you feel completely stuck under the circumstances. Coming up. Alright guys, so in this video, let's break down what to do if you're stuck outside of the US, you cannot get to your US consulate for interview, etc. Now, before I dive deeper, I want to ask you to subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new. Hit that like button so you actually support my channel. If you like this video, if you don't like this video, don't do so. And share this content with people who might need this information. I do also have Instagram that I am posting, where I'm posting useful content for you, so you do want to follow that as well. Now let's get going. So if you're somebody who is outside of United States, let's suppose you have a business that you run in United States, you are an investor and you cannot return back because for whatever reason, maybe your extension is pending, or maybe you were not able to go to US Embassy and extend your visa. So here's the truth, guys. Right now, because there is the immigration ban in place, you already know that. This immigration ban is concerning categories of visa when it comes to immigration visa types, such as green cards. And I do have a separate video where I actually explain what is this immigration ban all about. So you want to check it out. It's going to be linked somewhere here. Now, investor visas are not really impacted necessarily because these are not immigrant visa categories. Same applies to O visa, H-1B, etc. L as well. These are not immigrant visa categories. However, because right now the US consulates and embassies are closed, it's difficult, actually impossible for you to get that visa stamp, right? One thing is to have the approval from USCIS. For example, if you have applied for your E2 visa or L visa, for sure L visa needs to be approved within the United States. That doesn't necessarily give you opportunity to come back right away because the US consulate is closed. And there are so many of you who are stuck, and I get it. Like, it's super annoying. You feel insecure, you feel scared, you don't know what to do, especially if you have invested funds and money in the United States and now you cannot come back and manage your business. Is incredibly difficult. I hear you, I feel you, and I'm sorry that you have to go through this. However, right now, the different countries have different stages, right? So I don't know where you're from, what's your country. However, different countries have different stages. I know that there are countries in Europe, for example, where they are reopening economies, right? So slowly, there are phases, 1, 2, 3, 4 phases. They're reopening economies, and as they are reopening these economies, there will be also reopening US embassies. And so as they reopen the US Embassy, you will be able to schedule your interview, and you will be able to pay the fee and go for the interview in person. So if you're, for example, stuck because you couldn't get extension, or because your visa was granted but you couldn't pick up the passport with a visa stamp, you definitely need to be flexible, guys. This is tip number 1. Nothing works as used to work. Nothing works these days. It's outside of the normal, right? These are extraordinary circumstances. Everybody is basically adjusting to what is. And so my number 1 advice to you is to really just take a deep breath and go with the flow, even though it's probably not the advice you expect, but that's just the way it is, because every country is different, has different coronavirus situation, and the US Embassy in that particular country is adjusting to that situation in that country. And so because of that, I cannot tell you, hey guys, all these embassies are already open, go and apply for your visa. That's not going to happen, right? So you need to stay very flexible. You need to monitor every day or a couple of times a week the updates from your country, from the US Embassy, and act accordingly. You can communicate with them, you can email them. Every embassy should have email. Be mindful that even now the response rate, reply rate is going to be probably very low, and they're gonna take time to reply. However, You should stay informed. If there is a number to call, you can call the number and do your best. I'm sure they will respond to you. It's not going to be probably within 24 hours, but you will get the answer. And just stay very patient, because here's the deal, especially when it comes to investors. The way I see it is that you guys are the gold, right? Like I already explained this in my previous videos. You guys are the gold. Like really, you bring in money and capital to United States. You the person who is the prototype of somebody that America is welcoming. And so think about that. Like when you are really applying for your visa, don't even stress. Right now, the situation is not stable, but it doesn't necessarily mean that within a month or two, you won't be able to come back, right? You have to be flexible. You have to monitor the information available at the US website, US Embassy website in your particular country, and act accordingly. They should be reopening slowly. They should be reopening within, I would say, 1 month, 2 months, depending on the country, and you should be able to get your visa interview. If you already paid for the visa interview, you haven't attended, you haven't been to US Embassy at the interview, you don't have to pay again. You should be able to get in and go for the interview. So guys, I hope this is helpful. I hope this is somehow encouraging. I know this is difficult, especially it's creating a lot of pressure. It's creating a lot of insecurity within people. Just take it easy, take a deep breath. You know that this situation is impacting every single one of us. It's not just you, all of us. We are all in this together. If you need additional support, you can leave a comment below. You can reach out to me. There is going to be a link below where you can book consultation with me. And also, I'm going to be linking a webinar, completely free webinar training for people who are aspiring investors, people who want to start a business. And I'm also going to be linking a video that is going to show you why now is the time to invest, and why now is the go time for you, and why now is the opportunity time for you to seize this opportunity, because while other people are sleeping, you are going to plan the strategy just going to impact your life. So really see this as an opportunity. Think outside of the box. Don't stress, because that's not going to help you. Stay informed. Follow my YouTube, my Instagram account, where I'm posting weekly, sometimes a couple of times a week, updates. So you are well informed, and we are in this all together. I got your back. I'm here to support you. I'll do my best during this time to really serve you. Yeah, and that's all I got for you today. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about, let's see, what's the topic for the next video? I'm going to be talking about what to do if you already overstayed in the United States and you feel stuck because you're scared that you won't be able to, in the future, enter the United States. What to do in that case? What to do with situation when you already overstayed? So stay tuned, coming up.